Access to abortion is a constitutional right in Ohio. The people have spoken, but the battles continue in Columbus. Late Friday, the Ohio Supreme Court dismissed the state's effort to enforce a 6-week abortion ban. Now, anti-abortion groups are authoring new legislation in an attempt to repeal Issue 1. Columbus Bureau reporter Morgan Trout breaks down what's in the future for reproductive rights in Ohio.
Abortion access became a constitutional right in Ohio, and we are already seeing the results in court.
Relief is like the primary feeling. It felt really good to be able to not have that fear about it getting appealed.
The Ohio Supreme Court has dismissed the state's appeal on a near-total abortion ban, sending it back to the state court that blocked it. And although this is a win, Anthony Fair with Preterm Cleveland says repealing every other abortion restriction is going to be an uphill battle.
Just because you have a law on the books doesn't necessarily tell us exactly how things are going to play out in the real world.
Legal expert Jonathan Enton explains there are dozens of other abortion restrictions that need to be handled in court, like the mandatory 24-hour wait period between seeing a physician and getting the abortion.
The state of Ohio would stop at nothing to continue challenging abortion.
And it's happening behind the scenes. Right now, anti-abortion advocate Austin Beigel is working with lawmakers to introduce a total abortion ban. We obtained the draft, which would make the procedure or abortion pill a homicide.
If the Ohio legislature does move forward with a personhood bill, it will create a conflict between the language in Issue 1.
Beigel believes it could hold up in court because of an equal protection provision in the U.S. Constitution. He says he knows this will be a legal challenge, but he's also trying to normalize the idea of a total ban. By continuing to introduce it, it may get passed further down the line.
Do you think that putting forward a personhood bill would be going against the will of the people?
It would be going against the majority of the voters. Yes, I fully acknowledge that. I think the voters can decide to do things that are immoral and evil. That has been deeply historical part of our country.
State House leaders say they have no current plans to overturn Issue 1, but Beigel adds that anti-abortion groups are also planning a new constitutional amendment overturning it.
Whatever politicians throw at us, I think we've got it.
Now that the Supreme Court has punted the case back to the state judge, it will likely be thrown out, which could be a trend moving forward with restrictions. At the Ohio State House, I'm Morgan Trout reporting.